welcome to the podcast. My name is Lisa, and our wonderful international students are joining me today. They are our global student ambassadors as well.
Hello.
Hello.
Fahima and Arslan, thank you so much for taking your time today. I want to hear about your experience as an international student here at the University of Osaka. So would you like to introduce yourself, like your name, major, degree level?
Ladies first.
Hello, my name is Fahima Tabassum. I'm from Bangladesh. Thank you for inviting us in this podcast. Currently, I am doing a PhD. I am in PhD first year in Biological Science Department, Undergraduate School of Science. I have came to Japan in 2022. I have completed my master's from Shimane University. Then I got admission in Osaka University as a MEC scholar. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Firstly, thank you so much for having this podcast. My name is Arslan and I'm from Graduate School of Engineering. I am doing my master's. So right now I am M2. I'm going to graduate this year and hopefully will continue with my PhD study at Osaka University. Thank you so much.
So both of you did your undergraduate education in your home country, right? So why did you choose to come to Japan for your graduate studies?
I have not completed my undergrad from my home country, but I got an opportunity at that time. From my country, many students got scholarship as a ICCR to India, and I got that opportunity, and I completed my undergraduation in University of Delhi under pharmaceutical science. So it is a prestigious scholarship according to my country for Indian government as like as MEC scholarship.
So you got that prestigious scholarship and studied in India.
Yes.
And then you chose to come to Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to hear about your undergraduate experience.
So I did my undergraduate from Pakistan. So I'm from Pakistan. After my undergraduate, I didn't go for straight to my master's school. I decided to take a break and get into the industry and experience my engineering exposure there. So after taking a break of 4 and 5 years, so I decided to pursue my education further. So that's a very interesting story why I choose Japan. So in 2022, very, very devastating floods happened in Pakistan. So that was my main motivation, which triggered me out. So I was working very closely, something related to water and the water industry back in Pakistan. So I was looking for some foreign scholarships. So Japan, it's kind of disaster-prone country. So there are tsunamis, there are disasters, earthquakes. So I was looking for some, lab or people who are working with this kind of, environment and activity. So I found this country very relatable to my own country. So I decided to apply for Japan only. And fortunately, I got that good scholarship of MEX. So now I am here, decided to continue for my PhD as well.
Thank you. For the listener, MEX provides scholarships to international students. So that's also very prestigious scholarship in our country. So Fahima, so why did you choose Japan?
I choose Japan because the social condition in Bangladesh or India is not so safe for girls, and also for the advanced technology, because in Bangladesh we all know that students suffered very much for having any kind of grant, because they are scholar, they are meritorious, but they don't get enough opportunity to do their research project or do something like beyond their comfort zone. So this kind of scholarship from Japan, it is very much helpful for the students who wants to do research and who wants to make their career on the academia background. So I choose Japan because in my undergrad, I already studied in pharmaceutical science as a scholar student. Then I thought that maybe I can do more better if I choose Japan. I can drive into more in research activities in Japan, because our country is not sufficient for providing any research activities like Japan.
So did you say you have the same government scholarship as well?
MEX?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That means you're both wonderful students. Thank you for sharing that. So both of you are engaging in research at this university. And can you share with us about that experience? Do you work long hours in the lab every day? What does your typical workday look like?
Specifically, it depends from lab to lab and even from professors to professors as well. So as she mentioned, the research environment, we are talking about this whole world. Japan has one of the best universities, and Osaka University is like among top 3 national universities in in Japan after Tokyo and Kyoto University. So they have that research intensive environment, but at the same time they provide you with all the support at the lab, and the expert professors and associate professors are there, and if you need any sort of guidance, you have your senpais, senior buddies, or your senior students. They are there to help you out. But at the same time, it depends about the long working hours you ask. It depends totally. So for me, it's like I came. It's really flexible for me. Like I come to the lab whatever time. For example, if other people are going to come at 9, I can come at 10 and leave at 6, 7, 8. Or it depends. Some days we can quit early. It depends on the efficiency, how we are making progress on our research objectives. So it totally varies. But for some labs, what I have heard from other students, from other international students, they have to come from 9 to 5, the exact like a job kind of activity for them. They have to come at specific hours and they can leave after the specific hours. For me, fortunately, we are more kind of objective oriented lab. In our environment, they really work on efficiency and they really help us out. Take your time and do your research and come up with the research outcome, because we usually have weekend meetings with our supervisors and maybe fortnight meetings or monthly meetings. So that's how the progress work out. So this is for me.
Thank you. So you don't have the core time?
For first year, like for master's studies, they we have some course credit hours and then lab hours. For the course, you have classes, they have specified time, so you cannot skip those classes. But for lab hours, where you have all the research thing and your activities, maybe it's related some sort of lab experiment, or if you are working with some simulation on your computer, so you have to come to the lab. So for that lab part I'm talking about, for classes, you have to take the classes and get the credits to if you want to graduate on time. If you are skipping your classes, you're not going to graduate.
Right.
So I was just talking about that specific part of the lab, what I spent in my lab. I'm sorry.
All right. So you are currently working on your thesis, master's thesis.
Yes.
And how does that look like, the process look like?
The process of master's thesis is like from my day one, parallel with my coursework. So for master's in our graduate school of engineering, we need 30 credit hours to graduate. So out of those, 20 credit hours are about of taking courses, and 10 credit hours are for having the research, 6 credit hours for your thesis and few for your internship you do here in Japan or maybe in some foreign country. So in my first 2 years, I took all those 20 credit hours. And from my first day also, I was working parallel with my research team. So earlier I proposed some topics, some research topic to my supervisor. We had several meetings, and after that we come to that conclusion, okay, this topic will gonna work for us and we'll together work on that. And after choosing that topic, I started my research. So it's kind of sometimes it depends on your supervisor. They allow you to do some independent sort of activity. And sometimes you are just helping him out with his research objective.
Okay,
So it's 2 categories. So I was working with some independent thing. So I propose something and then he agrees and we agree to do some research. So now I was come up with my objective results, and now I'm going to propose in my last semester. This is 4th. So I'm just drafting out my, the thesis chapters and everything, and then I'm going to submit that, and hopefully we'll have a good defense presentation.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's fantastic. How about you, Fahima? So how does your typical weekday look like?
Actually, like him, my credit is not 30. I have to gain 11 credits and also 3 conference to complete the overall graduation, and also 2 papers.
Mhm.
So for completing all that stuff, I will say my professor is so cool and kind. I will say, because when I came in Osaka University from different university, he gave me 6 months. Like I got admission in April, but for scholarship reason, I have to change my enrollment session. So at that time, I was confused, like what should I do? So he said that you can join and you can start your experiment from now, but you can also do it later. It's up to me. Then I started my experiments from April. So now it's in a good situation, and I will say that in my lab there is no like timing. Like some students do other works, or they are also have some club activities. So some students came at afternoon time, some students came at morning time. Like I prefer to go to university at afternoon time, because in the morning time I am a little bit lazy, so I woke up late. So that's why. But my professor said that your responsibility is to submit your research progress within semester, and we have also weekly seminar, but it's not necessary that you have to do something within this weekly seminar. If you can't progress in weekend seminar, you can do a presentation with a research paper. It's okay. So our responsibility is to give midterm presentation within 6 months. So I think in this section, my professor is very, very, very kind, cool, and so much artistic also. He sometimes do very good drawing, good pictures, and cooking also.
Wonderful. So both of you mentioned the support from your lab, professors and other members. Can you talk a bit more about that? What kind of support do they provide?
So the thing is, what I believe, the supervisor or your professor is the actual driver of your whatever you're driving. He's actually guiding you out. Because obviously he's more expert into that field, and he's having that research experience of more than 10 or 20 or 30 years. So he's actually the driving force. He has the better exposure. What's happening in that, the whole international environment, what are the latest research topics and what are their outcomes. So as a young researcher, I would say, so we really need for the guidance, and we are here to help and work out on our own objectives as well. So for me, as I mentioned, I took some independent project. So in that project, we were in the learning phase. My professor also wants to expand his expertise, so he chose to be on the topic which is he's not having a kind of past experience for that. And sometimes he guides me out with my software results, because he has better understanding of theoretical knowledge and everything. He's a professor and supervisor, obviously he's very good at that. So sometimes we come up with results and have kind of very good discussions. Like we really talk about the each and every factor of our results, how this happens, and he give his input. Okay, there might be this reason, that's why this results is happening like this. So I have my own homework and working, and with my experience, whatever I have, I will talk about that. If we do this kind of thing and this kind of results will happen. And sometimes some lab fellows are also working in the same domain. So in that process, maybe they are a little ahead of you or maybe a little behind of you. So you can really talk and have a kind of conversation where you really find the path. So it's like collective effort, going into the right direction with the input of everyone. So you'll get a better output. So to be honest, I'm really enjoying this environment, because I want to be kind of independent person, but guiding by the supervisors or the seniors or whatever we have in our surrounding in a best possible way. So because the main objective is to get the good results. So that's how it works for me.
It's nice to hear that you're enjoying your research environment. But do you get any support outside your research? Do you get any support from your professors regarding your life or something, or getting a job?
For me, it's I try to be honest with everything, whatever, because he's the main guide and supporter, and he's the guarantor from the day one. Like I got in Osaka University through university recommendation track. So there are 2 tracks for mixed Like one is embassy track and other one is university recommendation track. And for university recommendation track, from the day one, you are quite connected with your professors.
Yeah.
You have to send the email to the professor and he's the one who is arranging everything for you. So he's the one who knows everything about you. And my supervisor is also, like Fahima said, he's really kind. So we usually talk about the daily routine and life as well. So I'm living here with my family. So the thing, he always guides me, do care of your children. And if you need any kind of support, this thing will gonna be very expensive for you. Don't take out your daughter. It's getting cold. And on average, people getting cough here in Japan is 5 times. So be safe when you go out in, winters. So this kind of conversation we usually have. He really, and whenever I found something difficult in the daily routine, he's the one who can really help you out in that. And you can, if you have that kind of comfortable zone with your supervisor and you can discuss really about your daily life and daily routine, that's good to go discuss with him. He will definitely guide you, but it again depends on your supervisor and what kind of relation you are having with him or her. So it totally depends, and it case to case specific, I would say.
Thanks for sharing that. So Fahima, also mentioned how he got the Max scholarship. Can you talk about that a bit? Because you studied at Shimane University before coming to University of Osaka. How does that process look like? So you got applied for the Max scholarship. Did you get any help from your current academic advisor?
Okay, when I was in master's second year in Shimane University, then actually I heard one of my senior that it's really very difficult for international student to find out a job in hospital because we have done our undergrad from our home country, and if I want to do practice in hospital, I have to get a license, which is in Japanese, and for us it is very, very difficult. So my background was internal medicine. It was like related to cancer biology. So on that point, I thought that if I continue study on that side, on that department, there is no future for me, not for others, for me. Then I thought that I should do something which is related to my current background. Then I check Osaka University website first. This is my first choice, actually, and my lab is also my first choice. I didn't send any other professor any email. I just sent my professor one email, and he is my first and last choice.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that in that point I am so lucky because he said that you are from core medical background and we are doing research on parasites. Did you study about parasite in your undergrad? Obviously, in our undergrad, we study biology, anatomy, zoology, and other things also. Then I said that Sensei, yes, but it is quite a long ago. Then Sensei said, okay, but you have to give presentation and also written examination. If you can pass that entrance exam, then I am okay with it. And you have to submit your documents. So in masters, we have to collect 30 credits. And my credit was 39 actually. And on that side, I was in safe zone. And as I have previous record of ICCR scholarship, like he checked maybe University of Delhi website also, and he checked the ranking and other stuffs. Then he said that, okay, you can join, but that's why he gave me 6 months time. To adjust in Osaka University. And then I started my PhD, and he helped me a lot because I didn't apply for Max first, honestly. I applied a general entrance exam. Like I will be a self-funded student, I thought. That's why I applied in April and my entrance was in January, I remember. But 2 months later, after passing my entrance exam, 2 months later, he suddenly said to me that there is a possibility of Max scholarship because we make a ranking of students who get good score in entrance exam. So maybe you are in that rank. So academic staff will send you information about Max scholarship. But I was too confused because at that time I was in Shimane actually. That's why I was confused, like, should I go for Max? Because he also told me that you have to change your enrollment session. So I asked many people, many teachers, even though my previous professor also sensei, is it right to go to change my session from April to October? But he was like totally positive. He said, yes, you can do so. Max is a very prestigious scholarship and your professor is providing you that kind of opportunity. So it's better. Then I trust on my luck and also my professor, and I choose that things. And after coming to Osaka University, sensei told me that as you are a doctoral student, you can do TA, teaching assistant things, like helping to the undergrad students for doing research work and also like holding microscope and other stuffs. And also like assisting to professor, like making schedule when he has classes or when he has not. And we got a pretty good salary for that kind of TA. I'm happy with TA actually. And after that, he also suggested me that because Max Scholarship has some particular rules that this kind of jobs you can do and other kind of jobs you can't do. Then he said that if you can improve your Japanese level, you can also do some work which is like Japanese to English interpreter, this kind of stuff. So I am currently trying to improve myself in Japanese. So I got many facilities or many help from my professor actually.
Wonderful.
I previously told that my professor is very kind, very cool.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. So you mentioned Japanese proficiency. Like in your lab, do you speak to your lab members in English or in Japanese?
That's very interesting for me because from my program is in totally English program.
Okay, so it's an English program. How about you?
My program is also English.
Okay.
So, but my supervisor never asked me to take any Japanese classes and stuff. But the thing is, the program is in English, but my supervisor always try to speak in English, and he is very good at speaking English as well. On our side, we also try to learn Japanese because we are here in Japan, and apart from lab, we also have a kind of life here. We have to go out home, go to convenience store, go to supermarkets and stuff. So it's really better. So I would say I'm learning Japanese, and language should be the first thing. Whichever country you visit, you should learn that. And I'm in that learning phase. And with our lab mates, it's like both ways. Sometimes they try English and sometimes I try Japanese. So we make us comfortable together. So that's how it works for me.
Yeah. How about you?
My sensei is very much a Japanese speaking person, but he understands English very well. But whenever I sometimes don't understand what he is saying, I send him email and he replied me very well with Japanese and English version because he wants me to learn Japanese also. And if I talk about my lab mates, I think I am the one person who is not so good in Japanese. Other students are quite good, even though international students. But the Japanese students can speak English also. So in my lab, I think that it is quite a warm environment to accepting exchange student and international students because the Japanese students wants to speak English with us and we want to speak Japanese with them. So by this way, I think I learned many new words in my lab.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So I also mentioned life outside campus, right? So I want to talk about that a bit. So besides taking classes and conducting research, what do you do when you have free time? What do you do?
Honestly, sometimes I have to come to lab in Saturday, Sunday, sometimes, but it depends on me. It's not like from professor, like you have to come, nothing like that. It depends on me because we order samples, like my research is about parasites. So we order samples and sometimes the samples came in Saturday. Then I have to go to lab in Saturday. If I don't have any research work or any other stuffs, on weekdays, I usually go to Kyoto because Kyoto is very much foreign friendly area and Osaka also. And I met with my friends who are studying in Japan. And I have my elder sister who who already graduated from Tohoku University in engineering department. And she lives with her husband in Yokohama. So I visit her house also sometimes.
Okay, so you both have families here.
Yes. So talking about this question, I love traveling, and Japan is so beautiful country, I would say. Everyone who wants to be here as a tourist, as a student, do come. If you are a tourist, do come in autumn season. So whenever I find time, I try to explore as much as I can, because it's like you can find everything in my country. If we have to see the snow, so we have to travel maybe more than 1,000 kilometers. But here in Japan, with even in winters, with 1 hour ride from Osaka, you can find snow and everything. So you have beautiful season. Mostly in Pakistan, is the northern side of Pakistan is really beautiful. But here in Japan, every side of Japan is beautiful. Like Fahima said, we have Kyoto here. We are lucky, I would say, we are in Osaka University. The reason to that is like we have very historical side around this area. Any tourist who's visiting Japan do come in this area, because we have Nara, we have Kyoto, we have Wakayama. Osaka is also historically rich. So I would say we are lucky enough, and it's so clean and smooth. And so we try to go out to the parks, and whenever we find time on weekdays, or like even if during the weeks, and we try to look for the places we can go and make ourselves more, comfortable and enjoying our stay, whichever side we are trying to visit. So I love traveling, so I try to visit as much as I can.
Nice. And do you like meet other international students from your country and have fun together? Like, do you do that?
Yes, in Osaka University, one good thing is like I am from Pakistan and I am a Muslim. So in Osaka University, we do have Osaka Muslim Association.
Okay.
So we kind of very lucky in that case. Osaka University also providing us with the proper prayer rooms. So we do have a prayer room in Suita and Toyonaka campus, and there people go because Muslims have to pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
So whenever we go there, we meet other Muslims from like other countries, from Bangladesh, from Syria, from Afghanistan, from India. So there, all Muslims are coming together, and there is one very good mosque near to Osaka University as well. It's called Osaka Ibaraki Mosque. And if to the Muslim audience, if they are interested in that, so we have very good connectivity among the students and the community, the Muslim community. So here in Osaka University, it's the biggest blessing, I would say. So because it's really difficult if you are not having, that's the integral part of being Muslims, I would say. So they have to pray 5 times a day. And if you are not getting that environment, you get a bit uncomfortable. So here in the university, it's like the efforts from the university and from the people as well. It's a good connectivity among the Muslims community. And we do meet other, religion peoples and other international students. There are plenty of organizations like OISA is there, IRIS is there. OISA is like Osaka University International Students Association. So I have been the part of that. And we are having this kind of ambassador program here in Osaka. So we can meet other international students as well. So there are plenty of opportunities, and it depends on the person how you want to take it and how you want to explore yourself. So it's a good connectivity, I would say.
How about your community, Fahima?
In Osaka University, I heard that there is a country-based community also, like a Bangladesh community. So currently, I have not joined that community because I rarely saw some Bangladeshi students in my graduate school. So, but in other graduate school like humanities or engineering, I met some of the students from Bangladesh. So I hope I will join. And also in my graduate school, there is international salon. So if you find out something wrong with you, like some students are scared about like harassment, bullying. So you can,
harassment?
You can directly talk with the staff, and she will take the proper measures what it is needed. And we got the university dormitory. Like my professor recommended me that you can stay in this dormitory, so it will be easy to come. But unfortunately, on that time it was not vacant. But still, it is like a good dormitory, because I will say the expense compared to outside, it's very low. So for students, it is very good. We can afford that money. So And Bangladeshi community, I will say gradually the interest of Bangladeshi people is increasing to study in Japan because they are getting much facilities from university and also like a scholarship program and also collaboration program. So my department is collaborated with Taiwan and also a collaboration in Kyoto University. So sometimes our professor gave us information of that like 1 week internship program or also like international conference. Like previous year, my senior went to Taiwan for international conference. Those I was curious like how you applied. So he said that professor provide me information. Next year you will go. So I'm preparing for that actually.
Thanks. It's nice to hear that you are both receiving necessary research opportunities and communities and support and all that stuff. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. I think that I'm sure the listener of this podcast are, future international students will gain tremendous insights from your wonderful, inspiring stories. Best of luck with your academic journey. And
Thank you.
Thank you to our camera people.
Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
best of luck to all the people who are going to apply for Osaka University.
Because Osaka University is one of the best in all over Japan.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.